Hello, 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 everybody. I hope you all having a beautiful day. And today I have a very special message for you all. Today I'm doing something kind of new. I have never done a Facebook Live video where I've only taught through a whiteboard and pieces of paper, but new is good, and so we're trying something new today. So today, if you are viewing in from anywhere in the world, go ahead and drop a comment below. Go ahead and drop a little smiley face and where you're from. If you are in the Grounded Flight family, go ahead and say that you're here, and I would love to see you all here. But today, I want to talk to you all about something that I have been seeing affect a lot of spiritual growth seekers, a lot of people who like to learn about spirituality, find their own spirituality. This is something that is very insidious, and that's something that I've seen affect a lot of people. So I decided to make a video about it. Hello, JD. How are you? So let's go ahead and get into it. So here's the overview for today. Very, very simple. The first thing that we're going to do is that we're going to talk about the awareness trap and what is it, why it affects thousands of people. And then we're going to talk about how to get out of it. Okay, and after we talk about the awareness trap, and after we talk about how to get out of it, then we're going to talk about a special invitation to take action and getting out of this awareness trap. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. So basically what I want you all to pay attention to right here is this part of the half. So this whole thing is a world, right? And this is your own world. And we're going to talk more about the light side of this. So I want you to just pay attention to everything above this green line here. And so this is you right now. So if you are the kind of person who, over the past 2 years, you have had a spiritual awakening. Over the past 2 years, something really powerful shifts have been happening in your life, and you're looking to go to that next level in your life, this is the video for you. Okay, so let's get it. So me 2 years ago, let's start off with me two years ago and how I got over this and how you can get over it too. About 2 years ago, when I wasn't doing anything spiritually inclining or anything like that, this was me, and I was looking at all of the effects in my life, right? This was me, and I was looking at all of the effects in my life. And I was like, okay, I noticed that I'm very anxious, and I get anxious almost all throughout the day, and I have anxious thoughts running through my head almost throughout the day. This was 2 years ago, guys. I also noticed and observed that I had a lot of trust issues thoughts that was running through my head, influenced my decisions all throughout the day. I recognized that I had, also a little bush where I had no peace. So I was all scatterbrained, going all over the place, bouncing from thing to thing, not really sitting or beginning in that deep, unfuckwittable peace. I had constant negative thoughts running through my memories and constantly viewing different negative memories all day. And so me looking at my life, I was like, okay, I see all of these trees, all of these things that I have planted, right, are coming forth and manifesting. And so now I'm like, well, I don't want these trees. Well, these trees are wreaking havoc in my life. I don't want these trees. How do I get rid of these? Now, the problem, this is where this awareness trap insidious effect comes in at, is because you can look at all these things in your life and you can say, okay, I'm aware that there's a tree right here. Okay, I'm aware that I have anxiety. Okay, I'm aware that I'm impatient. I'm aware that I have anger issues. I'm aware of all these things, but I don't know what to do about it. It's because you're looking in the wrong place, right? If you plant something, right? If you plant something and you look at the what grew from it, and if you look at what grew from it, right? And then say, for instance, that you planted some seeds, but you didn't, like what came out the ground. You're not going to keep looking at what came out the ground, because the more that you keep looking at what is above ground and keep, putting all of your focus and attention there, the more you keep getting stuck. Because if you put all your attention of what grows above the ground, you are missing the critical element. You're only looking at the effect. Okay, you're only looking at the at the latter half of this whole equation. And so what I mean is that most people, they go through life and they look at all these trees, all the things that they have manifested in their life, and then they're like, oh my gosh, like I'm so mad. Or what happens is they may try something, right? They may look at the tree and say, okay, I don't like that tree. So they may try to like, rip off a branch of the tree, or they may try to change the colors, i.e., you have anxiety or trust issues or constant negative thoughts, you may try meditating once in a while. Or you may try, going to somebody's Reiki class. Or you may try going to some healing. Or you may try writing. Or you may try, like watching a lot of videos about the subject. But then the next day comes, or the next month comes, or hell, for some of you all, maybe even the next year or 10 years go by, and you still see that same tree. And you're like, what's going on? I tried something for this. And for some of you all watching all around the world, you all may have been trying for a very long time. Some of you all who are maybe like 50 or 60 may have been trying for years to switch these trees out with different trees. But it's okay. Look, if you have been trying for years to do this, that's okay. That's so okay, because the best time to plant a tree that you want was 20 years ago. The second best time is right now. So we can plant new trees. That's okay. Let me help you break this down here. So the problem is that most people just look at the effects. Most people just look at the trees, right? If we see these trees over here, most people, they just keep looking at those trees and saying, how come these trees don't change? It's because they must go below ground. Okay? We must go below ground. Let me flip this. So in order to understand where these things come from, we must go to the dark side, i.e. the causes. Once again, this whole circle represents your world, right? It represents your life as you know it, right? This, the light side, that all represent all the things that you see in your life, all the things that you're like, okay, I see this is in my life, this is not in my life. But the dark side is how that all got there. If this was a world, right, this would be you revolving, the sun is this way and the moon is this way. But the thing is that we must go to the dark side where the roots are. Once again, if that tree right there behind this person's garage or whatever, if this tree, we must go below ground. Same thing here. These trees of anxiety, we must go below ground and see what the hell caused that, right? What thing in the past did you not resolve, and then you just kept thinking about for a very long time, to whereas now it became a really big tree. We must go below the surface, because below the surface is where we planted these seeds. And here's the crazy part. Human memory is so bad that we forget what we did 4 days ago, let alone a whole year ago, or let alone 10 years ago. Or we forget, let alone the thoughts that we was thinking and the really strong beliefs that we held 10 years ago. But some of those things were these little tiny seeds that by your attention, by your focus, by you believing it to be true, you kept making it grow and you kept watering it until it became these trees that now you don't want in your life. So what do we do about this? Well, we must become the spiritual scientists. If you're taking notes, definitely write this down. This is a very powerful topic. We must become a spiritual scientist. And in becoming a spiritual scientist, see, he has his little, spiritual scientist cap, like he's an investigator or a detective or something like that. And this is the really special grounded flight approved magnifying glass that we are looking at all of these causes, and we're trying to see, okay, how did these things come about? How did these things come about, and how are these trees now so big? Like I said, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. Second best time is right now. So if you are seeing trees in your life, right, and this could be anxiety, this could be trust issues, or this could be anger, or like no patience. If you're seeing any effect in your life that you don't want, we just have to look at the causes. Look at, okay, what caused this? And now most people, it's kind of hard because some people's memories, they don't remember that far. And so sometimes that's why with some of my clients, if they cannot bring it up in their memory, I lead them through different meditations to get below that subconscious mind so they can pull up those memories and address that and address those things. And so here's the thing. If you look in life, right, we just go back to this tree. This tree was made not because of anything above ground, but because of what we put below ground and what we kept watering, and sunlight and stuff. Same exact thing. What did you put below ground, i.e. the dark side? Duran, what do you mean by the dark side? That's a great question. What I mean by the dark side is that the side of yourself that you are ignoring, the side of yourself that you are judging, the side of yourself that you are afraid to go to and look at in the face, that is the side of yourself that you must come face to face with. Because if not, you're just going to keep living in denial and looking at all these trees in your life and being like, why do I have these trees? But it's because you're not going to the dark side of yourself. It's because you're not going to that side where, you have judged, or the side that's hurt, or the side that's in pain, or the side, that you're trying to run away from. You can't keep running away from it and then living in denial and acting like cause and effect don't play out in your life. And some people, do that for years. But this is why I'm making a video, because I want to empower you all right now to switch this perspective and to switch this theory. And so if you have made it all the way to the end of this video, this is how you move forward. So you're like, okay, Duran, I understand this whole process. You're saying, okay, that all the effects I'm seeing in my life came from a cause. And now, well, what happens after you figure out that cause? Well, my good friend, that is just the first step. Now, here is the next step. If you have made it all the way through this video, this is what I help my clients with in this, like when it comes to this. So first and foremost, what I do is that we have our little grounded flight magnifying glasses here, and this is the tree, and this is the seed, right? So first, what I help everybody do is that I help them correlate cause and effect and deconstruct all false meanings that they have made out of this thing. So the first thing that you got to do is that you have to correlate cause and effect. And some people, they can remember right off back to memory. But with some of my clients, if they can't remember it, that's okay. I lead them through special meditations that I've developed to help them understand what is causing this. Okay, and so after we figure out specifically what is causing this, then we move down to the second section, is where we extract this tree that we don't want and we heal the soil, i.e. the mind. Right, so what I mean by that is that we dig that up, right? We take out that root and we take out those seeds and we take out this tree. We just throw it in the trash right here. We just throw it. It's an eco-friendly trash, guys. Don't be mad at me. It's an eco-friendly trash. It's going to get recycled. So we throw it in the trash, and then we heal the mind, and then we go back and we resolve those deep issues. And I help them to heal and set up a 90-day healing track where every 90 days they are healing and becoming more and more light, more and more free, more and more not bothered by the things of the past. Okay, once I walk them through that, then the last thing that I help them do is that I help them plant a new tree. If you can see, AB represents abundance and IP represents inner peace. So basically through my laptop, which is over there in my office, through my laptop, and this is your laptop, this is you, this is me, I'm teaching you this same concept. And so then the last thing that I do, so I'm going to take this off, is that I give you a new way to think. Not only did we correlate cause and effect and deconstruct it, then we healed your programming and healed your mind. But here's the thing. Most people stop here. But that's the problem, because you can heal it, but if you don't reprogram it and reprogram the way that you plant, you're going to plant the same shit and be back in the same damn place that you were a year ago, a month ago, whatever. So after you heal that, the very next most important critical thing in your spiritual journey, if you don't do this, you can't spiritually evolve, and then all your relationships would die. Your relationship with yourself would die. All your relationships would die. What we have to do is that we have to give you a new way to plant, i.e. think. Completely reprogram the way that you think and give you a 90-day action plan to constantly reprogram and constantly learn how to plant new things and give you that recipe of planting new things so that you can see that in the next 30 to 90 days of those new trees and those new things sprouting up. And so if this video resonated with you, if this process resonated with you, if somewhere inside of your sepulcher, your soul, you're like, wow, this is what I need, then this video is for you. And this is how you can continue. If this resonated with you, I would like for you to comment, I'm ready. You can put any emojis that you want, but I want you to comment, I'm ready for a new life and for a new way to think and for a new way to plant. And just by saying I'm ready, comment that down below. I will reach out to you personally and we can hop on a really quick phone call to see if I can help you in what you need help for and see if you are a good fit for me to work with you one-on-one on this. And so if you're the kind of person that are really serious, if you're the kind of person that are willing to put your time behind this, willing to put your energy behind this, willing to put some of your finances behind this, willing to put your livelihood behind this to become a new person, to become a better planter, a better thinker, a better grower, so that you can have the life that you want and your family can have the life that you want, comment, I'm ready down below, and I will reach out to you personally. Please share this video. I hope that you all got a message or something from this video. Let me know what you think. If you was like, okay, Deron, that was hard, that was easy. Let me know what you think. I'm just trying new things out here. Love experimenting and for feedback. So let me know what you think. And for those people who are ready to evolve, comment I'm ready, and I will reach out to you personally. With so much love and with so much light in my heart, thank you all so much for watching that video, and I hope you all have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.